Hi everybody, welcome back. It has been way too long since our last video. I'm sorry, I would like to include you more and I plan on doing so moving forward. It's just a lot of times when I come out to the garden, I'm really not prepared to do a video. But let's go ahead and take a look at the garden. It's late June, tomorrow's the first day of July, and the beefsteaks are looking really, really good. So I would really like to do one of these days a full garden video on how we trellis our tomatoes and prune our tomatoes. That we're not going to get into that today, but let's see if we can catch Travis tying up some beefsteaks.
I've been kind of pushing these beefsteaks like in and out so we don't.
These are noodle beans, Chinese noodle beans, or yard long beans. This is the green variety. Usually grow the red one, and they're kind of like a cool purple color, but they get so long and they're so good. If you think about like the green squeaky beans you eat at Chinese restaurants, this is it. So we trellis our tomatoes using cattle panels, and there's all kinds of different ways that you can tie them up. You can use twine. There's little clips that they sell specifically for trellising plants and tomatoes on kettle panels, but we use Teflon tape. It's just easy. It's easy to remove later. I can take the torch and like burn it off the cattle panels at the end of the season. Just seems to work really well. Dill. And a volunteer tomato. So over here we got our nasturtium. It's growing in there, and still lemon basil's kind of taken over. It smells really good. And I've got a clematis in here, and then a volunteer. I'm gonna guess this is a Chinese red noodle bean. We'll see here soon because it's got little buds for me. And Kimber planted some sunflowers. Travis doesn't let me grow giant sunflowers in these beds anymore. We used to grow them down the row, but they get really, really big, and the stalks are kind of like a tree trunk. So we do mini sunflowers. Look at that. Looks like we got a little bit of blossomed end rot going on. I know I should probably pick it, but I can't because it's too pretty and so big.
Why? I want you to pick it.
No. Okay.
Ow.
Look at that. Next year, I want a whole row of zinnias. Got nasturtiums here. And nasturtiums are kind of cool because they're really pretty. Here, let me find you a good one. And they're edible. Look how pretty that is. They're kind of spicy. They're really good. Like if you wanted to use them on salads or tacos, be a really good option. We got purple basil, which it's getting ready to go to flower, so we're gonna pick some of that. I just mix this in with my regular basil and kind of make like a basil blend. So with basil, if you pick it, you're supposed to prune it like right here, and then new ones will grow. Get a little bunch. I should be using scissors, so this was like a more accurate pruning, but this works. Get some little nasturtiums that aren't doing so hot. Okay, so don't make fun of the inside garden right now because it is quite feral. We have some maintenance to do, obviously, before our gravel turns to dirt, but we've got onions. I just fed these blood meal the other day before it rained, so hopefully they'll bulb up more. And this is a Baker Creek sweetheart tomato. They look like little red hearts when they ripen up, so they're really pretty, and they're a very dainty tomato. You could easily grow it in a pot. I had extra start, so I stuck it in here with the cilantro. And then that's a beefsteak over there. Oh, look at this. So the other day, let me grab this weed. We noticed a really cool beefsteak that is growing. It looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Isn't that neat? It's like a little mouth. I assume this is from cat facing. Cat facing is when 2 or 3 or 4 multiple tomato buds, like the flowers, like fuse together, and then the end result is a funky looking tomato. This is pretty common in heirloom tomatoes. So something else we did today was harvest our potatoes. We did 3 rows of potatoes. I'm gonna guess they're like 20-foot long rows. Travis might correct me on that, but we did Kennebecks, Yukon Golds, and I do not remember the red variety, but it was from our local farm store. We got 3 5-gallon buckets out of those rows. It was weird this year. So our potato plants died back before they even flowered. Not really sure what that was all about. And we also had some that were really wet and rotten. If you grow potatoes and you have any advice on that, please share, because this is only like our 2nd year growing potatoes. But I do feel like our harvest was pretty good. We also pulled our garlic. So we did like German giant garlic from Baker Creek. And we planted about 80 bulbs. And I think we got a pretty good harvest. So I'll post a picture up here of that as well. I hung it on our seed rack, like laid them out on our metal seed rack, and then hung the rest of the bunches from twine on the seed rack. And I'm just waiting for them to completely dry before we can cut them and get them ready to store. It was our 1st year growing garlic, so I'm pretty excited about that, and definitely will be growing more in the future. But it is getting late and I need to run in and get the kids fed. So thanks for joining me again, and I hope to be back on here shortly. Have a good night. Oh, hey guys, don't forget, as always, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.